Hello children, welcome to the Samveda e-learning class. Children, today we are going to learn Social Science 7th Standard, lesson number 2, our Karnataka. Dear children, in the previous class, we learnt so many points about our Karnataka first part. Today we are going to learn second part of the lesson.
ಚೆಲುವ ಕನ್ನಡ ನಾಡು ಸಿರಿ ಸೊಗಸಿನ ಹಾಡು ಚೆಲುವ ಕನ್ನಡ ನಾಡು ಸಿರಿ ಸೊಗಸಿನ ಹಾಡು ಹಲವು ಬಣ್ಣಗಳ ಜಾಡು ಶಿಲ್ಪಕಲೆಗಳ ಬೀಡು ಹಲವು ಬಣ್ಣಗಳ ಜಾಡು ಶಿಲ್ಪಕಲೆಗಳ ಬೀಡು ಚೆಲುವ ಕನ್ನಡ ನಾಡು ಸಿರಿ ಸೊಗಸಿನ ಹಾಡು ಚರಿತೆಯ ಮೆರಗು ದುರ್ಗ ಕೋಟೆಯ ಬೆರಗು ಹಸಿರು ಘಟ್ಟಗಳ ಸೊಬಗು ಜೋಗಧಾರೆಯ ಬೆಡಗು ಶೃಂಗೇರಿ ಶಾರದಾಂಬೆ ಕೊಲ್ಲೂರ ಮುಕಾಂಬೆ ಬೇಲೂರು ಹಳೆಬೀಡು ಚಿತ್ತಾರ ಬಲೆಯೊಳಗೆ ಚೆಲುವ ಕನ್ನಡ ನಾಡು ಸಿರಿ ಸೊಗಸಿನ ಹಾಡು
Children, before going to continue the lesson, I would like to ask you a question about what we learnt in the previous class. Are you ready for it? Very good. Now, question for you. Name the 4 divisions of Karnataka. Very good. Your answer is right. We have divided Karnataka into 4 revenue divisions for administrative purpose. You know which are those? Yes, Bangalore division, Mysore division, Belagavi division, Kalaburgi division. These are the 4 divisions of Karnataka. We can see here, this is Mysore division, this is Bangalore division, this part is called as a Kalaburgi division, it is Belagavi division. We have divided Karnataka into 4 divisions for administrative purpose. Dear children, in today's class, regarding this lesson, we are going to understand different types of crops, industries and other aspects of the Bangalore division, and we are going to understand art, literature, folklore, theatre and dance of the Bangalore division, and lastly we are going to understand education and health, culture resource and freedom fighters of this division. Okay, let's learn now about agriculture and growth of industries. You know that already Bangalore division has more than 2.5 crores population, correct? Yes. Among those, mainly so many people are depending on the agriculture. It means agriculture is the main occupation of those people in Bangalore division. But problem is, in this division rain is uncertain, uneven. Because of that, agricultural activity is not active throughout year, because almost area in this division comes under the rain shadow area. It means rain dependent areas. Because of uneven, uncertain rain, this area almost comes under the dry land agriculture. It means almost area doesn't get water in a proper time. But in some areas in this division gets water through irrigation. It means artificial supply of water to agriculture field is called irrigation. Mainly this division, Shivamogga district has a very good well irrigated system. Why? Because so many rivers flows through this Shivamogga district. Because of this district has a well irrigated system. Now let us discuss about the types of soils found in this area or division. You know that in this area we could see different types of weather condition as well as climate condition. Also we could see different types of physical feature. So in this division we can see different types of soil, mainly mixed red soil found in this area. With that also we could see black soil in this area. It means black soil also available some parts of this Bangalore division. Because of climate condition, it means weather or climate or different types of soil, physical feature, based on those condition different types of crops can be grown in this division. Mainly in this division ragi, maize, paddy, groundnuts and various pulses can be grown in this area. With that farmers can grow some commercial crops like coconut, arcanut, cotton, sugarcane and other crops can be grown in this area based on the physical features. Children, in this division Bangalore and Ramnagar district famous for the silk industry. Why? Because mulberry is grown in almost areas of these districts. Mainly Ramnagara famous for silk industry in Karnataka. Now let us discuss about the fruits grown in this division. Fruits like sapota, papaya, jackfruit, orange, banana, these are the main fruits grown in this region. Based on the climate condition or weather condition, some major staple food also grown in this region. Mainly ragi and rice are the major staple food of this region. As you know all, ragi also grown in this area. So rotis made of ragi and rice also consumed more in this area of in Bangalore division districts. Also chapatis made out of flour is famous in Bangalore division. Also during some festivals people consume some sweets like payasa, holige, kichadi, shavige like this. Children, you know most interesting fact is if you go towards Punjab, there rotis are famous because rotis raw material is paddy, that is grown more in those areas, so it is famous there. If you go to North Karnataka, there jolada roti famous. Why? Because jowar grown more in those areas. After farmers grown the different types of crops, they could not consume all the crops. Out of those, some product have to be sell for the consumers. So to sell products, Government of India or Karnataka has established some markets. Those are called agricultural produce markets. These types of markets have been established by the Government of Karnataka in all the taluks of Karnataka as well as district headquarters also. In the agricultural produce markets, farmers can sell their produces or products directly to the buyers or consumers. But sometimes when the farmers get less value or price for their goods, they don't want to sell their crops. In this condition, to store their crops, government has established granaries and warehouses. For what purpose? To store the products of farmers. Farmers can store their products here. After some days, it means whenever they get good price for their goods, they can sell their crops for the buyers or consumers. Like this, government has provided good facilities for the farmers. Now let us discuss about the growth of industries in Bangalore division. Children, you all know that before independence, it means before 1947, almost Karnataka areas were under the rule of Mysore kings or Mysore Vadayas. Mainly in 20th century, when Krishnaraja Vadayar IV or Naluri Krishnaraja Vadayar, when he was a king of Mysore, he gave lot of importance for the industrial growth or industries development. He states that if we don't establish industries now, we cannot attain progress in the areas or in the state. With this statement, we can understand his intention and developmental ideas. When Krishnaraja Vadayar IV was a king of Mysore or Vadayas of Mysore kingdom, to help him, to assist him, who was the Diwan? You know? Very good. Sir M. Vishveshwaraya was the Diwan of Mysore kingdom. Sir M. Vishveshwaraya helped a lot to the Krishnaraja Vadiyar IV to implement his industrial establishment ideas. Because of Sarvam Vishweshwaraya, there were a lot of industries were established. Today also we can see so many industries. Let's discuss about all those later. Because of Vishweshwaraya's contribution to the Karnataka's industries, Vishweshwaraya, he is called the founder of our state industrial sector. Children, you all know that he is one of the most important engineer. Because of his contribution to the engineering field, every year September 15th we celebrate National Engineers Day to remember his contribution. Before independence, Britishers, Mysore Vadiyars, and after independence, Government of India as well as Government of Karnataka established so many big industries in this division, mainly in Bangalore, Bhadravati, Tumakuru, Shivamogga and other places. Now also we can see so many big industries established during those rule. Among those we could see so many very important industries in Bengaluru. Today Bangalore is called ITBT city. It is one of the most important ITBT city in the world. Also we call Bangalore as a Silicon City because of those days King's contribution for it. Children, now let's discuss about some important industries which are found in this region. The first one is iron and steel industry established in 1923. In which place? In Bhadravati of Shivamogga district by Sir M. Vishweshwaraya. Sir M. Vishweshwaraya played very important role in the establishment of this industry. So, after his death, to commemorate him, this iron and steel industry was renamed as Vishweshwaraya Iron and Steel Industries Limited. One more major industry found in this region is paper production factory that was established in 1936. It is also in Bhadravati Taluk of Shivamogga district. And the first cement factory of Karnataka state was established in Bhadravati. Children, one question to you all. Why so many industries or factories were established in Bhadravati? Find out the reasons for it with the help of your teachers and your friends. The Birla cement factory is in Ammasandra of Tumakuru district. Now also it is functioning in Tumakuru district. Children, in this division, the major city or district is Bengaluru. Bengaluru is known for the information technology and biotechnology industries. So it is called as a ITBT city or Silicon City. Children, one task for you, you have to get more information about information technology and biotechnology industries. Industries like aeronautics, electronics, information technology and biotechnology are active in Bangalore. You know, Government of India gets too much of money from export of silicon, mainly from the Bangalore industries. That shows the important contribution of industries to the Indian economy. I told you there are so many industries in Bangalore division. Out of those, some industries are public companies. Public means owned by the Government of Karnataka as well as Government of India, and many are private companies. It means owned by the private people or private organization or private management. But most importantly, those industries are very important for the country's economic development. We could see so many garments or garment factories. Because of that, Karnataka is ranked second in the export of the garments. So, Government of Karnataka has established apparel parks in cities like Doddaballapura, Anekal to promote the production of ready-made garments. Children, ready-made garments produced in these areas are sold in the different parts of the country as well as different parts of the world. Now you may ask one question. So what are the uses of establishing industries? Mainly, industries are main source of employment. Now let's discuss about the art, literature, folklore, theatre and dance of this division. Three writers of this division have received a prestigious award that is called Jnanapita Award. You know why this Jnanapita Award given? Yes, you are right. Jnanapita Award given to those who achieves in the field of literature in India. Three writers of this division got Jnanapita Award. You know who are those? Yes, you are right. National poet Kuvempu, Masti Venkatesh Iyengar and U.R. Anantamurthy. These are the most important poets of this division who got Jnanapita Award considering their contribution to the Kannada literature. Akka Mahadevi, Allama Prabhu contributed a lot or immensely to the Kannada literature in 12th century. Mainly their contribution to literature through vachanas. It means vachana literature became famous during their time. Akkama Devi and Allama Prabhu are from this division. Mainly they are from the Balligavi of Shivamogga district. Similarly, Sri Padarayaru, Purandara and other who were part of Dasa Parampare from this division. Now it is time to know some very important writers who contributed a lot for the Kannada literature. Rashtrakavi Kuvempu, D.V. Gundappa or D.V.G., P. Lankesh, Nisar Ahmad, Masti Venkatesh Iyengar, T.P. Kailasam, M.K. Indira, Tarasu, Dr. Anupama Niranjana, Hama Nayak, M.V. Sitaramaya, B.G.L. Swami, K.V. Subbanna, U.R. Anantamurthy, Baraguru Ramachandrappa, Venkata Subbaya, G.S. Shivarudrappa, Dalit poet Siddhalingaya, Dr. D.R. Nagaraja, Kiram Nagaraja, Na D'Souza, Kotagenahalli Ramaya, K.B. Siddhaya, Dodda Range Gowda, Pratibha Nandakumar. These are the important poets of this division. You can see on your screen some important writers' images. Children, now let's discuss about the achievements in theatre. The achievements of this division in theatre field is equally notable like literature. Mainly, Gubbi Veeranna, he played very important role in the development of the theatre. He established a theatre called Gubbi Theatre Company in Bangalore. Today also it is functioning. In 2016, this company completed 100 years. It shows his contribution to the, considering his contribution to the theatre work, he got so many titles. Among those, mainly Nataka Ratna and one more is Nataka Sarvabhauma. Another famous theatre contributor is Subbaya Naidu. You know why he is famous? He is famous for the Kannada film industry's contribution. He was the hero of first Kannada talkie movie Sati Sulochana. Today also we have to remember his contribution to the Kannada theatre. One more famous theatre contributor is K. Hiranaya. He is the son of Master Hiranaya. He played very important role in the development of the theatres. He was a cultured comedian. Now also we can see is so many important theatral works. The next important personality is Srimati Maya Rao. She contributed a lot for the in the field of dance. She is a famous dancer. For the development of the dance field, she opened a school called Natya Saraswati. Now it is time to discuss about the cinema industry. You all know that Bangalore is one of the most important center for the cinema industry. Kannada film industry is known as Sandalwood. Mainly, Kannada industry is growing positively due to the contribution from great personality Dr. Rajkumar. He acted in more than 200 movies. Today also, his movies are amazing. Actors like Dr. Vishnuvardhan, Shankar Nag and others are worthy of memory. They played very important role in the development of the Kannada film industries. Now you can see some important personalities on your screen. Okay, now let's discuss about the folklore and folk art. You can understand seeing this image what is folklore and folk art. In this division, we can see so many important personalities who contributed to the folklore and folk art. Mainly, great personality, writer, Dr. H.L. Nagegowda. He contributed a lot in the field of folklore. He established a folklore center called Janapada Loka. It is in present Ramanagara district. Children, it is a fantastic place. Please once you all visit to this Janapada Loka. In this Janapada Loka, we can see folklore museum. Here, different types of folk arts, literature, theatre and etc. are displayed here. Those are the memories of the Karnataka's folklore. In Bangalore, we can see a fantastic visual art gallery that is called Venkatappa Art Gallery. Here we can see so many visual art materials. Considering contribution of R.S. Naidu, Rumila, Channabasavaya, Venkatappa, considering their contribution to the visual art, this gallery has been established. Now it is time to discuss about the some famous folk arts. Children, can you see on your screen what type of folk art it is? Yes, it is Karaga festival that takes place every year in Bengaluru. And one more famous folk theatre of this division is Moodalapalya Yakshagana. Another famous folk art is Garudi Kunita. Also, Dollu Kunita, Kamsale Kunita and others are the famous folk arts of this division. I would like to show one video about these folk arts. Please watch the video. Now it is time to discuss about the education and health of this division. Children, you know that education plays very important role in the country's development. Bangalore division has achieved immensely in the field of education. Two recipients of Bharat Ratna awardee. You know what is Bharat Ratna? This is the highest civilian award given by the government of India. Two recipients of this division received Bharat Ratna award. Mainly those two are from the Kolar district of Bangalore division. You know who are those? Yes, your answer is right. First one is Sir M. Vishweshwaraya. Considering his contribution to the engineering field, he got Bharat Ratna award. And one more person, famous personality is Professor C.N.R. Rao. Considering his contribution to the science field, he got Bharat Ratna award. One more famous personality, Sir C.V. Raman, who got Nobel Prize. His achievement in the field of physics. Sir C.V. Raman conducted his researches in Bangalore. Children, as I told you, Bangalore is one of the most important center for education. In Bangalore division, we can see so many public and private universities. Mainly Bangalore University, it is public university, it means owned by the government of Karnataka. Also we can see some private universities. Apart from these universities, we can see so many central research and scientific laboratories too. In this division, Tumakuru, Bengaluru, Shivamogga, Davanagere have own universities. Here lakhs of students are getting higher education. There is an agricultural university in Bangalore. Here do researches on agricultural activities. Children, you all know that importance of education. Understanding this, Government of India and Government of Karnataka has been giving too much of importance for the education. So, government has established so many government schools in Karnataka. Understanding the importance of education, not only government, so many religious institutions are providing education for so many people in Karnataka and India. Among those, some important religious institutions are Siddhaganga Mutt, which is in Tumakuru. It is a famous religious center. It is providing food and education to thousands of students. Children, you know that every year 10,000 students are getting education from this Siddhaganga Mutt. It is providing free food for those free education for those. Mainly, Sri Shivakumara Swamiji played very important role in the development of Siddhaganga Mutt. Under his leadership, there was lot of development in the Siddhaganga Mutt. Another important religious institute is Adichunchanagiri Mutt. It is mainly developed during the Sri Balagangadharatha Swamiji's time. Now also it is developing a lot. It is providing free education, free food for thousands of people in Karnataka. Other important regional institutions are Murugarajendra Mutt, which is in Chitradurga district, and one more Sirigeri Taralu Balu Mata, which is also in Chitradurga. Districts are notable of this division. In this division, so many districts have engineering colleges as well as medical colleges. Now let's discuss about the health. Government of Karnataka established so many hospitals in every district, district hospital. In bigger towns and villages, government has established community health centers. In taluks, government has established taluk hospitals. In rural areas, government has established primary health centers and health sub centers providing very good medical facilities. Government played very important role in the eradication of smallpox and polio. Mainly one disease found in forest areas, mainly in Shivamogga, that is monkey disease. In spite of all these efforts, children and women in rural areas are still facing malnutrition. Government has established primary health center which functioning 24/7. Government also providing good facilities for the pregnant women by starting mobile health facilities. Now cultural resources. Bangalore division has very rich cultural resource. Let's learn about all this in next class. Now it is time to discuss about some other extra points. Political stalwarts have also contributed a lot for the development of the Karnataka state. Mainly the chief architect of Karnataka integration is Kengal Hanumantayya. The Vidhana Saudha building was built during his tenure. It means when he was a chief minister of Karnataka, laid foundation for the Vidhana Saudha. Another prominent person who played an important role in the Karnataka's integration movement is S. Nijalingappa. He also played a very important role in the development of the Karnataka. Shantaveri Gopalagowda, who laid a solid foundation for the socialist movements in Karnataka. He is also from Shivamogga district. One more great personality, Salumarada Timmakka. She grown so many trees considering those as their children. She played a very important role in the protection of environment. Great cricketer Anil Kumble contributed to the Indian cricket. He is also from this division. BKS Iyengar, Sri Raghavendra Swamiji from Malladihalli, who contributed a lot for the in the field of yoga. They are also from this division. Now let's discuss about the some freedom fighters of this division. K.C. Reddy, the first chief minister of Mysuru state. The second chief minister Kengal Hanumantayya. Another chief minister S. Nijalingappa. Socialist leader Shantaveri Gopalagowda. Next Kadidala Manjappa, Tita Sharma, Bhagirathamma. Many others played very important role in the India's freedom struggle. Children, in today's class we learnt so many important points. Mainly we learnt about crops, industries and other aspects of Bangalore division. We learnt about art, literature, folklore, theatre and dance of this division. Also we learnt about the education, health, cultural resources and freedom fighters of this division. Now it is time to write the homework. Dear children, some questions are displaying on your screen. Please write down the questions, answer for those and communicate with your teacher. Thank you everyone.